Hello and welcome to Cryptid Expeditions. Today, I want to take a deep dive into the mysterious world of the Arctic Enigma. This elusive creature has been the subject of local folklore and legends for centuries, and its existence remains one of the great mysteries of the Northwest Territories. So sit back, relax, and let's discover the truth about this fascinating creature. Now, despite the limited information available about the Arctic Enigma, those who have encountered it have provided some description of its physical appearance. Based on these reports, it is believed to be a large, ethereal entity, with a presence that is both calming and otherworldly. It is said to have a shimmering, translucent body that is difficult to see in the daylight, but which glows softly in the dark. The exact color of the glow has been described as anything from a soft blue to a blinding white. It is said to pulse and change intensely in a rhythmic pattern. Its body is elongated and serpentine in shape. It is said to have a large number of ethereal fins or appendages that wave and undulate as it moves through the air. Its movements are graceful and fluid. It is said to be able to glide through the air with ease, leaving behind a beautiful trail of shimmering light. Overall, the physical appearance of the Arctic Enigma is described as being both beautiful and otherworldly, and those who have encountered it often report feeling a sense of awe and wonder in its presence. The Arctic Enigma is said to have been first sighted many centuries ago, in the early days of human settlement in the Northwest Territories. However, due to limited technology and written records available at the time, it is difficult to determine the exact date of the first sighting. Over the centuries, there have been occasional reports of people encountering the Arctic Enigma. Those reports have become part of local folklore and legend. Despite the scarcity of information about the Arctic Enigma, there have been a growing number of recent reports of people encountering this mysterious creature. From hunters and hikers to remote indigenous communities, the Arctic Enigma has been seen by people from all walks of life. One person I interviewed, a local hunter who encountered the creature while on a hunting trip, described it as a huge creature that looked like it was made entirely of light. At first he was terrified, but then he realized the creature wasn't hostile. In fact, it seemed to be trying to show him something. He couldn't understand what, but he felt like it was trying to communicate with him. Another eyewitness account I was able to track down said that he was on a hike when he saw a strange object in the sky. At first he thought it was the aurora borealis, but the time didn't match up. As he got closer, he realized it was a massive entity floating high above the mountains. It had this beautiful aura about it, he said. He felt like it was studying him. He couldn't explain what he meant by that. He was just in awe of its presence. And despite the growing numbers of sightings and reports, the existence of the Arctic Enigma remains a subject of debate. Some believe that it is a previously undiscovered species of animal, while others believe that it is a spiritual entity, or even an alien life form. After all of my research into the cryptid itself, I've come up with my own explanation for this beast. All of the descriptions, eyewitness reports, and stories that I've heard about the Arctic Enigma have led me to the theory that this cryptid may be a transdimensional being. Its appearance in our world may only be a small portion of its true form, a glimpse into a realm beyond our understanding. Transdimensional beings are entities that exist in multiple dimensions at once, and our world is only a small part of their existence. These beings can move in and out of our dimension, appearing and disappearing at will. It's possible that the Arctic Enigma is a transdimensional being that has made its presence known in our world. The idea of a transdimensional creature in the Arctic might sound far-fetched, I understand that, but when you consider all the strange and unexpected phenomena that have been reported in this region, it starts to make a little bit of sense. From the aurora borealis to the massive ice formations that seem to move on their own, the Arctic is a place of mystery and wonder. So what do we know about the Arctic Enigma as a transdimensional being? Well, if my theory is true, it would explain why the creature is so hard to find, and why its tracks seem to disappear without a trace. It would also explain why it's so difficult to get a clear photo or video of the creature, as it's likely moving in and out of our dimension. And If the Arctic Enigma is indeed a transdimensional being, what does this mean for us? Are these creatures a threat to our world? Or are they simply observing us, trying to understand our dimension better? The hard reality is, in either scenario, there's nothing we could do to stop them. Maybe more research should be done as to how we could protect ourselves. We simply don't know at this point. But what we do know is that the Arctic Enigma is a fascinating creature, and exploring the possibilities of it being a transdimensional being only adds to its mystery and allure. At least for me. Now, in conclusion, the Arctic Enigma remains one of the great mysteries of the Northwest Territories, and its exact origins and purpose remain a mystery. However, what we do know is that its presence has been felt by people from all walks of life, and its impact on those who encountered it cannot be ignored. Whether it is a previously undiscovered species of animal, a spiritual entity, or even an alien life form, the Arctic Enigma remains a source of wonder and intrigue, and its story is one that I think deserves to be told.